Welcome back to First Take. Breaking news. Tiger Woods just live from Augusta, and he said as of right now, he feels that he is going to play, also adding he does think he can win the Masters this week. Tiger Woods is back. Stephen A. Smith, what was your reaction to that entire press conference?
Well, I was happy that he announced that he's going to play. I mean, he's Tiger Woods, for crying out loud. When it comes to the sport of golf, he's who we want to see most. There is no denying that. That's number one. Number two, him saying that he believes he can win, that doesn't mean anything to me. I've never heard Tiger Woods say, I believe I can lose. I mean, I believe I will lose. That's not who he is. He's a winner. And so because of that, obviously, if he's going to step on the course, he expects to be competitive. He expects to be in a position where he ultimately can win. Do I believe he's going to be? Do most people believe he's going to be? No, but we don't care. We're just happy to see him back, healthy enough to be able to play, because he almost lost his life in a serious car accident in L.A. And so we recognize that. We understand what he's up against. But the fact that he believes that he can win tells us, or should tell us, that he believes he's healthy enough to compete to win. And that speaks volumes, because that means that he has definitely made, if not a full recovery, a significant recovery from an accident that nearly took his life.
The fact that he could even take the course, like Stephen A. said, is a somewhat of a miracle in itself, because here's someone who almost could have potentially lost their life going down an embankment in Southern California. And now all of a sudden, there sounds like a real strong possibility that we're getting ready to see him tee off in the Masters and make a run at winning another tournament. Now, whether or not he wins or whatever the case is, we don't know. But anytime an athlete feels like he can get it done, I'm rolling with that in every which way, because how can you count Tiger Woods out? Like I said before, he's been in this situation before because he's had obstacles throughout his life, both on and off the court, or on and off the course, when people felt like, oh, we've seen the last of the great Tiger Woods. And now all of a sudden, here we are getting ready to potentially watch Tiger Woods play golf again. I mean, like literally again, with screws and plates and all sorts of things in his leg to try to just get him out there on the course. And he's been able to do it in whatever practice rounds he's been playing in, the 9 holes that he said he's going to play tomorrow, the other opportunities that he's been warming up and teeing off on. Now we get a chance potentially to see him go full throttle.
Yeah, to your point about the screws and all that, he did say he will be a movement essentially than he does right now. Stephen A.
That's right, and that's a good thing to point out, Molly. The other thing, and Keyshawn will appreciate this, let's just call this what it is. On the emotional side, in terms of a feel-good moment, it's great to see him on the course. But once he's on the course, here's all we really care about when it comes to Tiger Woods. You gonna catch Jack Nicklaus? That's really what it is. I mean, he's got 15 majors. We never thought, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think that he was going to catch 15, because at 14, I happened in 2019, he turns around, he wins the daggone Masters. So we get all of that, right? Now we're at a point where you got 3 majors to go to tie the record for all time. You got 4 to go to eclipse it. We really don't care, other than him being healthy, and being able to actually compete and play. We don't care about all those other tournaments. We want the majors. We want Tiger in the majors. We want to see if he's going to catch that all-time record. That's what we want. And I think that's the reason he's playing. I think that's because that's what he wants to go for. It's no other reason for him to continue to play the sport. He's got all the money. He's achieved everything. He's a Hall of Famer. He's arguably the greatest, or not arguably to me and most people. So he's the greatest that ever did it. We want to see him catch that 18th major or 19th to eclipse the record.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't catch the record and eclipse it. But I personally believe he got one more in him. I don't know when that one more is coming, because he's relatively young for golf, man. Them dudes is, they kept playing.
Yeah, he's 48.
That's 46. Relatively young, and he only really got 3 more to tie and 4. It's not like he can't catch him, but I don't think he will. But it's not
No.
like it's out just so far out there that it's impossible.
Yeah, if any sport, it's golf. Yeah, he has 45 to 1 odds to win this time around. Go ahead, Stephen A.
I would say before 2019, I never thought I thought it was over for him. I thought
Yeah.
it was over, Key. And then he won in 2019. So I'm gonna roll with Key on this. I'm gonna say he probably got one more in him. Let's see what he's got in a couple of years to come, assuming he's healthy enough to be on the course. He's probably got one more in him. But we won him. Could you imagine if Tiger Woods got 3 more? And I'm talking about soon. Then the world would be transfixed on if he gonna get number 18. But he got to get, 16, 17 first,
Stephen A., let me ask you this, and I asked you this earlier, and then obviously we went live to the press conference. Is there any athlete that means more to their sport than Tiger Woods does to golf?
I don't think so, but I will tell you this. I don't think we give Serena Williams enough credit and love in that.
Exactly where my mind went.
To that specific question. We talk about her greatness, and we talk about, the 23 Grand Slam titles and all of this other stuff. We get all of that, okay? We understand that. But what her and their family had to endure, what we saw lately from the movie King Richard, and I'm going to bring up Will Smith in that positive light. Don't get me started with what happened at the Oscars. I was on vacation. Don't even take me off like making me bring that up, okay? But on a positive note, we saw what the man did in the movie King Richard. I tweeted before he embarrassed himself and black folks. Before he did that, I tweeted, he better win this damn Oscar. Yeah. And because he deserved it. And sure enough, he absolutely positively did it. But Venus and Serena and what they have meant to the sport of tennis, what they have meant to young ladies everywhere, the level of greatness that they have put forth, what they had to endure. I mean, when you think about some of the things other athletes have had to endure, I want y'all to step back for a second. Key knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Molly. Without even repeating it, the stuff that they had to deal with, and specifically Serena, the level of vitriol that was aimed in their direction, and how they went out there tournament after tournament after tournament, year after year after year, being one of, if not the greatest player in the world. And specifically right now, I'm talking about Serena. I would make the argument that Serena Williams, I mean, when we talk about what people have had to endure, I don't know if anyone outside of Muhammad Ali himself had to deal with more than Serena Williams had to deal with. And that's why I would put her in that conversation right on par with Tiger as it pertains to their significance to the world of sports.
Molly, rephrase that question to me because
Stephen
A.
No. Basically what I asked, and I honestly asked
with Will Smith.
No. But Keyshawn, in all honesty, I asked that question with the Williams sisters in the back of my mind. So I asked, is there any athlete that has meant more to their sport than Tiger does to golf?
In the history of a sport, I would say it's certainly the Williams sisters. There's no question about it. Everything that Stephen A. said, because when you look at the sport of tennis, they were not accepted in that sport as black women dominating a predominantly white sport from beginning to end. Tiger Woods, he's black, but Tiger Woods has some issues being accepted by black people for a very, very long time. We gonna accept him. But when he started saying Cavalasian and things like that, it kind of threw some of us black people off a little bit. Now, I look at him as a black man. I'm proud that he has some black heritage in him. But with it, I think that it was more accepting of the white golf culture to accept him than it was Serena Williams and Venus Williams. Yeah, I'm sure he probably got some backlash on certain courses, but nowhere near, trust me when I tell you this, to the degree of them two young ladies. Well, not anywhere near, Stephen A. I am a living witness firsthand up close.
Yep. Important to point this out. Can't escape it, especially on a day like today, Molly. Key, please understand, America, I'm throwing no shit.
Oh, we just lost Stephen Schott.
Pay
Yeah.
your electric bill, man.
No, but Keyshawn, also back to your point, I'm not sure where Tiger Woods is originally from, but even with
California.
the Williams sisters being from Compton
Yeah.
as well, and just
Yeah.
what they overcame
Absolutely.
to even get there. Forget all the vitriol, even like just watching the movie, and I know you were close to the situation, but even just watching the movie, tennis is such an expensive, to get court time, to get coaches.
Father taught them off a book. He taught
Yeah.
them how to play tennis
Yeah.
off a book. I mean, that in itself, I could never, let alone teach the kid how to walk. You know,
It's incredible. There's pros that have, 40 plus years, et cetera. But even like how difficult it was for them to get a coach, to get court time, everything. It's
and
just,
he did not surrender his
Yeah.
children to people to allow them to take control of their athletic ability. He taught them,
absolutely.
along with his wife. They taught them.
Absolutely. And protected their childhood as well, too, which I thought was really important if the movie is accurate. All right, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. More First Take in a moment.